This video covers the part of my journey spent in Southern and Central California with lots of dispersed camping and visits to the Alabama foothills, Death Valley National Park, and finally Yosemite National Park. Enjoy. This is my favorite part of the day, is waking up, hearing the birds chirping, and looking out and seeing what else is going on in the spot that I camped overnight. And this one is no exception. Beautiful morning, blue skies, and I can even have a little bit of a view out over Big Bear Lake. I'm in Southern California, central Southern California, and had the camera off for a few days to connect with my brother-in-law and a good old friend of mine who lives outside of LA. And so now I'm back out on the road today, basically just kind of taking a personal day because I love this camp spot, and I'm not in any particular hurry. And then I'll putter around a little bit today, and then tomorrow I'm gonna head out towards Death Valley National Park.
It's about 6:30 in the morning on Thursday, May 13th, and I'm really gonna miss this spot. The birds are chirping incessantly in the morning, which I love. The view is great. I have internet service, and it's close enough to civilization and not feel totally isolated, but it's quiet at the same time. So gonna miss this one. Unfortunately, though, the time has come to keep on moving, and I'm gonna head towards the Alabama hills, which is about a 4-hour drive. So within the next half hour, I'm gonna get out of bed and get my day going.
Check out the spot that I got. I'm pretty excited about this. The Alabama foothills are awesome. I found out about it just from watching another overlanding YouTube channel, and realized that they were right near Death Valley, and so figured it'd be a good place to come and camp. And I'm so glad that I did. On the way in, it was pretty busy, probably somebody about every 100 yards, but I drove a mile or two in, and I think I could see a couple other people in the distance, but pretty much isolated for the most part. And the main thing I just wanted to get was basically a huge view of these snow-capped mountains and watch the sun go down over them. So I'm primed for that. Now just gonna put the tent up and relax for a little bit and rest my eyes after a long day of driving. All right, it's about 7 o'clock and I just had some dinner, and the sun is just now going down over the mountains, which is actually Mount Whitney right behind me, and which is I believe is the tallest point in California. And then to see if I can get an even better view, I'm gonna just scramble up the top of this rock formation that's next to my camp spot and see if the view is good up there. Alright, so it's about 7:30 on Friday, May 14th. Just now leaving my camp spot at Alabama Foothills, which was awesome. One of my favorite camp spots that I've had on this whole trip. Only drawback was that there was no cell or internet service, but that's kind of nice every once in a while just to totally get away from it all. So now I got a little bit of a drive to get into Death Valley National Park, so I'm going to go try to check that out for the day. All right, it's almost 9 o'clock on Saturday, May 15th, and came to Death Valley National Park yesterday, but it's so vast, and I'm on the opposite side of the visitor center, and I really didn't feel like wandering aimlessly around in the park all day long. And so basically you can disperse camp here as long as you're a mile off of the main roads. So the first opportunity I got to find a camp spot, I just took it, and it was awesome. It was amazing, super quiet, super tranquil, very hot, but quiet. And I never saw another car come past me the entire time I was here. So basically just had a chill day, and it was really cool. The military must use this for like a training ground, because about every hour or so military fighter planes would come through the canyon at a really low altitude. It was just awesome to watch it all day long. So anyway, that was yesterday, and today I'm basically going to work my way up towards Yosemite National Park. I'm not sure if I'll get there today. I'll probably camp along the way, but yeah, I'm getting started and getting on the road. So I made it to the Inyo National Forest, and I got a spot right back there that looks pretty good and has good views. But I'm gonna keep looking just a little bit longer to see if I can get greedy and get something that's even better. But it's gorgeous here, and the temperature's so much better because I'm about 6,000 feet up. So I mean, it feels like a beautiful, crisp summer's day. So I'm really looking forward to finding a good spot for the night. All right, it's about 9:30 in the morning on Sunday, May 16th, and this is the camp spot that I settled on yesterday. I found some awesome spots just up the road, about a half mile or so from here, and they had awesome views of the Sierra Mountains, which are just over that way. But the wind was starting to pick up and looked like there was some weather moving in, and so I made the decision to get a little bit lower and get a little bit more protected from the wind by these trees. And that worked out great. I've got some peekaboo views of the mountains off in the distance. You can't really see them here, but and I slept like a baby. So I'm glad I decided to forego the views for the shelter from the wind. I never saw another car come by the whole time I've been here, so it's been awesome. Anyway, I'm gonna head. There's a lake a little ways from here, and I'm gonna go do a 2.5 mile trail jog around it, and then look for another spot to camp this afternoon. So that's the plan. Right, it's a little afternoon, and just leaving an awesome spot at June Lake, which is just maybe 20 minutes drive away from where I did my jog at Crawley Lake. The atmosphere out here is awesome. It kind of reminds me of Switzerland with beautiful crystal clear bodies of water, juxtapositioned right next to beautiful snow-capped mountains. So really enjoying my time. It's gorgeous weather, gorgeous day. Now I got to go ahead and get some coffee because I had a couple bags of coffee rot on me because it got too hot. I had them in dry storage. So I got to go take care of that because coffee's a main priority around here. And then just go find another good place to camp for the night. It's about 2:30 and I'm in Ioyabe National Forest and found a really good camp spot. It's really cool. I'm right up above on a ridge all the way up there. Just above the stream that runs through the area, and I got a small view of it, but I can hear it is the best thing. I've been dying to just have the ability to go to sleep and just hear the water passing through the area. So got to get that tonight. Just gonna shower and start to settle into a camp spot. I'm really happy with it. Right, it's about 10:30 in the morning on Monday, May 17th. Just leaving camp after a nice lazy morning, and had a nice night last night. It was a little bit crowded in this area, but nobody was loud, so it was fine. It actually rained for most of the night, so it was very peaceful. So today the plan is I'm heading about 3.5 hours to some dispersed camping just outside of Yosemite National Park. The main route east-west through the park, State Road 120, is closed on the east side, so that is the reason why I have to go all the way around the park and enter from the west, which is fine. The drive is going to be beautiful anyway, so no big deal. First though, I'm heading to Bridgeport, California, which is just a few miles away from here. Just so happens the guy who kind of inspired me to do this whole trip, Chris Shantz, who does a YouTube video channel called Venture 4WD, he was passing through this area and ate at this restaurant, and really recommended it, and I had it pinned on my map and forgot all about it until yesterday when I realized how close I was. So today gonna go have lunch there. Shout out to Chris Shantz. So I was just climbing on these rocks to get some pictures and video of the mountains behind me, and came across this thing. I think I've heard of these. I can't believe I actually found one though. That's crazy. So I'm just not gonna touch it. I'm just gonna leave it there because I have no idea what kind of game it is. I don't eat out very often on the road, but thanks for the recommendation. Shout out to the legend Chris Shantz. Mushroom bacon cheeseburger combo. Just leaving Bridgeport, California now. A+ for Bridgeport. Awesome town. Lots of places to eat and shop and close to some really good camping. And now got to log some miles and head out towards Yosemite. So it's about 4 o'clock. Made it to camp. I'm in the Stanislaus National Forest, just outside of the entrance to Yosemite. And don't love the spot, but it's pretty nice. I got a creek down there. You can't really see it, but you can hear it. And should get a nice sunset tonight. I explored around a little bit, but couldn't find anything better than this. So that's that. So anyway, just gonna set up camp for the night and make a little bit of supper and call it a day. All right, it's about 7 a.m. on Tuesday, May 18th, and just leaving camp. I stayed last night at the Stanislaus National Forest, which is just outside of Yosemite National Park. So they had a restriction on being able to have any kind of fire without a permit, and I don't have a permit, so I wasn't even able to use my Coleman stove. So I'm gonna head into the park this morning and grab a map and make some coffee and try to figure out a game plan. Right, it's about 11 o'clock in the morning, and I am blown away by this place. I can see why it's so popular. It is absolutely stunning. So I got into the park and I pulled over at a bunch of places just because I was so just taken by all the different beautiful things to look at. So it took me a while to get to the visitor center, but I finally did, and walked over to get my brochure and map to guide me for the rest of the day. And I did a short walk to go up to lower Yosemite Falls viewing area, which was quite nice. It's a perfect day. It's like 70 degrees and sunny. It's absolutely gorgeous. So now I'm just gonna go find a quiet place to have some lunch and figure out the rest of the plan for the day. So I'm at Glacier Point, which is about 7,000 feet up in elevation, and it's pretty quiet up here. There's probably about 25 to 50 people going around. The views are amazing, and it's a little bit quieter part of the park. So now probably gonna go look and see if I can find a short hike to do, and then try to find some camping for the night. All right, so it's about 3:30, and after about an hour's drive, I'm down at the southeasternmost part of the park, and there's the biggest sequoias that they have in the park are down here. So there's a hike to go out and see them. So here I am. I think I got like a couple miles out and a couple miles back in. So here I go. All right, so it's about 5 o'clock, and heading back to the Xterra. What an awesome hike that was. Really cool to see those giant sequoias. Glad I did it. Longer than I thought it was going to be. It's going to end up being about 5 or 6 miles,
but it's no problem. Anyway, I think that's it for not only Yosemite, which I can't recommend enough, but also for this leg of the trip. So from here on out, heading to San Francisco, and gonna catch up with some friends there, and then I fly back to Hawaii for 3 weeks, and then I'll be back to pick up the truck and continue on through Pac Northwest and Upper Midwest states. So having a blast still, and hope you guys are all well wherever you are watching this, and take care.